Hello and welcome, everybody. So there are a few questions have come up about the Allan Serbin's landscape. Allan Serbin is in Tariff and he's stuck in a painting. So you have gotten a few paints from the challenge reward or just from grinding at any one of the treasure spots, and you want to redeem it. So first off, we can open the landscape up here in the top left corner, which will bring up this picture, which is hide the inventory. So here we can see the different zones that you can collect paint for. These all have their own paint bucket. And then if we right click on it, we can just charge up the road sulfur. In this case, it is now at 57,000 out of 100,000. To then actually activate it, you do need to select the places you want to drop it for. So if you have any charge available for it, you can then activate it like so. And once it's activated, you can close this image. But to actively turn it on, you do need to right click the icon again to toggle it on. Once it is on, it will then take 3 charges per mob killed at any of the following zones. If you want to check these yourself, you enter the monster zone info. So here we see go for the monster zone info. And if we enter here, we have the Allan Serbin's landscape as a trait. You can also click on that trait then, and it will highlight all the zones that are active where you can activate it. You can then mix it for optimal AP and probably reactivate it. We just gotta find one again. This one should definitely work. Sadly, it resets the search, but here you have the rising AP. The base requirement is fairly high, but any of these spots will allow you to grind. The Allan Serbin's charges away, and as you can also see, some of them do give you a paint as well. So that is the important factor as well. While you're grinding, for example, at Road Sulfur Decia, you can drop the paint for Road Sulfur, but you won't be able to use the Road Sulfur. That is another big thing of note. So make sure that you're not grinding on the same spot as you're trying to consume it, because it won't consume it. There is one exception, or one special note of this, is Darkseeker's Retreat and City of the Dead. You cannot use City of the Dead at Darkseekers as well, and you can't use Darkseekers at City of the Dead. However, you can use Tongrad Ruins at both of these locations, and vice versa. Even though they share the circular piece that looks like a little wheel, you can turn on Darkseeker's Retreat at Tongrad Ruins, and same for City of the Dead. Otherwise, all of these spots are pretty much soloable, except for Olin's. Olin's, you also cannot consume any. That is another thing about Allan Serbin's. It needs to be a solo spot. That is very important. It cannot be a group spot, and you cannot be in a party. So you can drop the Olin's paint in the group grind, but you won't be able to consume it at that location, or consume any others at that location. And with that, I'm just going to pop in a list again, and I'm just going to leave this screen open for a second. You can also get all of this information down here again, pretty much saying Allan Serbin's effect does not apply in party zones, and you can find the list via the Monster Zone info UI. Do take a look at it if you are going to be grinding any of these places. And best of luck on your treasure grinds. One more thing, while you're grinding with the painting active at any of the possible zones, you will also be dropping an extra item called the empty picture frame. This is pretty much just an extra trash loot that is provided to you while using up charges. So don't worry about them, just sell them. They can't be exchanged for paint or anything like that. Just sell them and make the money that you can out of it.